Christopher Carosella. There was a post the other day, and it was on like magical healing potions, and you know I talked about it, and I really don't like it that much. I don't, magical healing with like a cleric and stuff is okay. I really don't like the magical potions, but I do add them into my world. What I've done is, like, there's no open market for magical potions. I'm sorry. There's no open market for magical potions. You can't just go into a store and say, hey, let me get that. I'm good. You can't go to the priest. The priest has it. They're not selling it. Now, there are potions left over from the First Age. First Age was highly magical. And during adventures, they find them. And they hang on to that. Man, they're like, hold on. Can I drink half? Can I just, like, take a sip? And it's cool because I like this part of it. They don't seem to mind it because it adds to that. Alright, I only have a little bit of this stuff. It's really hard to come across. I can't just fight this thing. They have to think about combat because of the lack of healing. I've added in slow, natural healing, and what it does is the characters don't regain hit points at the end of a long rest. Instead, the characters can spend hit dice to heal at the end of a long rest, just as with the short rest. So on top of that, I've added the healer's kit dependency. A character can't spend any hit dice after finishing a short or long rest until somebody expends one use of a healer's kit to bandage or treat the character's wounds. So before they go to bed or before they rest, they got to role play out bandaging each other up, taking the liquid vial, pouring it on the wounds to clean it out, taking the salve, filling it, wrapping each other up, crushing the mineral pack together to get the coldness in it so they can stop the swelling. And that's something that I add to make them have to role play to it. They're not just like, yeah, I spent a healing kit. I'm like, no. This dude's messed up. He's wounded. What are you doing to him? You have to role play. All right, I'm going to go up to him. I start by cleaning everything I just said. And I really like it because it adds to the role playing. Now, there's also things like I'll add med kits because of this. They find like med kits with only one use left in it. There's salves that I've made. They can actually go and find the stuff to make a healing potion. If they actually go to the right library and find the right scroll and read it, they can actually figure out how to make it themselves. They know the priest knows how to make it. They've been going to him, but the priest keeps more for himself than he gives to them. So he's like stockpiling it up. So they're like, man, we really need to learn how to make this stuff ourselves. You can? How? You need to figure that out yourself. It's not for me to tell you. You gotta go into the world and role play and find out. The Rangers, I've cut back on the Goodberry. They can't just create the Goodberry. Goodberry does exist. And the Rangers are at advantage to find it. Especially, I'm looking for a Goodberry. Alright. I give a percent. If it's there or not, they're at advantage to find it. Or, depending on how well they role play, I got another video on the role playing thing. They might just find it because there's certain things they know that they need to look for in order to find a Goodberry plant. I messed up. I let my wizard take the magic initiate feat. I'm not saying I messed up, but what it did is it let her cross-class a little bit into divine magic, and I kind of regret it at this moment because it's like, she's a wizard. She's been doing wizard things her entire life. Now she's just like, oh, by the way, I can do divine shit now too. So I kind of regret it. So in the future, that's something that I won't allow. I will allow them to take that feat, though you can't. Arcane user can't take it and just use divine magic with it. They'll have to take something from an arcane list. Same with divine. I would allow cross-classing from arcane to divine, but you really got to role-play that out. Cross-classing is really got to role-play it out. I got a little sidetracked, I believe. So on top of that, I also like the lingering injuries. Though I've changed them up a bit. A lot of them deal with scars and the slow natural healing. But I do use the system shock. That does happen. The massive damage in the system shock. I also have a homebrew critical hit and critical miss table that I use. I use this for my monsters and players like. And see, this stuff adds to the healing. Like if they get a broken rib, or if they're limping, twisted ankle, something like that. Festering wound, that's dangerous. Scars. I don't do anything as serious as lose an eye or lose an arm or a hand to my monsters yet. Though I'm not saying that I won't do it to my players. I just haven't at this point. That's it. I think I've touched everything I wanted to, man. That's just a couple ways that I've cut back on the magical healing by taking the magic potions off the market. That does a lot. Just putting them in caves and stuff and dungeons and priests and actually letting them go out and have to roleplay doing it. And that's it. Thanks for listening.